Okay. Middle one. Flashing is one. Jump 7. No. Jump 7. Jump 7. Jump 7. Sitting still. There. Which one it is? Purple. Purple, purple, purple. Oh, that's that one. We want that one. Okay. And now red, red. Where's that red? Oh, they both turned red. Okay. Third, third. It's not doing it. Green, okay. Green, green, okay. That should be. And there we go. Now go. Jump 7. See that? Do that one. Jump 7. Either one of them. Okay. Jump 7. Purple and red. One. And there. And we are gonna jump 7. 7. And then we are gonna go down here to 4. Hey, which one of y'all want to hear me? Okay. The only one that should be moving is that one. Okay. So we go there. The only one that should be moving are those two. Okay. So we go there. And that one should move with every voice I make. Okay, here we go. I don't like that. Jump 3. Jump 3. And then jump. Jump 3. Jump 3. How the fuck's wrong with this thing? Look. Can't do shit with this. Jump 3. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. That's a little better. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Clay Marshall. I am nobody from nowhere. I live in the great state of Texas, where we are allowed to carry weapons openly. We can carry anything from an AK-47 to an SKS to any gun you want, anything but a cannon. I don't think we can carry a cannon, they're pretty heavy. What I'm here about today has nothing to do with what we can do in the state of Texas. I'm here because of my concern for these mass school shootings. Right now, I'm not concerned with a lot of them. The one that's fresh on my mind, all are fresh on my mind. All children that lost their lives lost a lot of good life over some idiots, some true idiots. Now, we've been trying to think of ways. The government has, the state has, I'm sure our governor's thinking of it. I'm sure, anybody that can think of a way to stop these mass killings, they're thinking of. But I have the one and only way that we can really stop this. And it has to be dead on, dead nut, perfect. It's going to rely on people who we trust. The school teachers, the janitors, the school monitors, those of age, maintenance people, everyone. Anyone over the age of 21 years old. And yes, I do agree that we should change the law from 18 to 21. That 2 years makes a lot of difference when it comes to the way a man thinks, whether life is worth it or not. The trouble with the Uvalde school was we sent children in to protect our children. These were not men. They were untrained. They had no idea what they were doing, none whatsoever. Even the chief, anybody that was out there that wore a badge had no idea what he was doing until Border Patrol came up and they knew what to do. And that was kill the man. And that's what you do. There is no reason. There's word that, people saw him with a gun, somebody saw him here, somebody saw him there. If more people in the schools carried guns, there would be a hell of a lot less people wanting to come in and shoot our children. Now, I watched on the news. That's all I know is what I saw on the news. Policemen beating parents in the parking lot, tasing them, spraying them, threatening to take them to jail when there is a punk-ass kid inside this school shooting their babies. What did you expect them to do? You would have had to kill me. That would have been your job for the day, was to shoot me. Because I would have made it through. You could have tased me. You could have done anything you wanted to. But I would have made it through. My children mean everything to me. Now, what we can do, they're going to tear down the Uvalde school. I don't blame them a bit. There's too many bad memories. We're talking about steel walls, concrete walls, this, that, and the other. There's a few things you can do to stop anybody from getting in that school except who you want in there. Now, I know the state doesn't put out a lot of money for security. There's a lot of schools that need this security. I know the government doesn't put out a lot of money for security because there's a lot of schools in this country that need the same amount of security. What we need to do is have one entrance, one exit. That's the only way in, the only way out. Now, this creates a problem. Your front door to your office, coming into the front of the school, should be all glass, bulletproof glass, see-through, locked or not, doesn't matter. Every person in that office should wear a firearm. Every teacher in that school should wear a firearm. I don't care if it's hidden, if it's out in the open. This is life. This is the way it is now. And things are bad. We never worried about those things when I was in school. Biggest thing we had to worry about was what time was lunch. Now they're worried about, is somebody going to come in and shoot my child? Well, we have to have doors for exits, okay? We have one entrance only. That is the front door. All glass, bulletproof. A man walks up to that door with any kind of weapon on him, shoot him dead on the spot. Because that day was the day that he chose to die. We don't always get to choose the day that we die. And we all have to die. But we don't have to die at 9 and 10 years old. And we don't have to have cops that are afraid to go in and save our children. Every one of those cops, they need to draw their names, find out who they were, and put them, everyone, in jail. Each and every one of them. The cop who lied to the governor, the sheriff, he is no longer a sheriff in my mind. He's no more than garbage. He has nothing left in his quiver but lies. Everything he says is a lie. So don't ever believe him again. If you vote him back in, you're as stupid as the person that went in shooting those children. Or the people who stood out in the hallway, hiding, washing their hands. I'm going to wash my hands with some Purell so that I don't get dirty hands. Dirty hands were the least you had to worry about, you little pussy. And I hope they put that on there. We need a door at every exit made out of metal with only one way in. A small slit in the door. I don't know if y'all remember these doors or not. This is back in the 60s. We had them in our school. They were just a solid metal door with a bulletproof glass in it. I don't even know if the glass was bulletproof. It just had wire in it, chicken wire. So it could have been bulletproof. But we need a way for our first responders to get in. Our firemen have to get in that house. They have to get in that school and save our children, save our teachers. They have to get in and save a hurt child. These are things that happen in life. People get hurt. They fall down. They have heart attacks. Things happen. It's just a way of life. But the thing that should not happen is some idiot walk into a school with an AK-47 and nobody noticed. Nobody really even seemed to care. The lady who locked the door, I don't know if she had anything to do with it or not. She propped the door open. She had a cigarette, propped the door open. Stop that shit. No more going outside and smoking. No more propping doors open. All exit doors are exit doors only. They do not open for any other reason. Unless there's a fire or whatever, an emergency of some type. So we keep it like that. All exit doors open only from the inside. The fire department have tools that can rip that door off. They'll tear the glass out of it and reach inside and turn that knob and open it and come right on in. Because I have yet to meet a fireman who was afraid of anything. But I saw 10, 12 cops on TV who were pussies, nothing but pussies. And if my vulgar language bothers you, then you can turn this off. Because these were children. They were babies, little babies. A lady in the parking lot asked a cop to help her. He threw her to the ground and told her if she did not leave, she was going to jail. She said, "I don't need you to help me. I need you to go inside and save my child." The man had the look of a pumpkin on his face. A pumpkin. And that's probably what's inside his head, a bunch of damn seeds. And I wouldn't doubt they weren't marijuana seeds. So I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to run these people down. I'm going to try to cut this short and not make it a real long video, because this is my first one since I've been back. And I want to test it. I want to check it out. Make sure it's worthy. If not, I'll do another one. But there is but one way to save our children in our schools, and that is arm and teach our teachers to fire that firearm. If nothing else, the sound of the gun itself going off may detour this person. It may cause them to fire more. I don't know. But if you see a man walk on to school property, don't have to be inside. If he walks on school property, everybody head towards him and start shooting. Shoot him dead. Make sure he is dead, unless something was otherwise brought up that he was going to come in and teach the children. And if that happens, then there needs to be a slew of police officers around him. What good that'll do, I don't know. They'll be afraid. They probably just all shoot each other. Be too goddamn scared, want to beat up a parent. That's the damn dumbest thing I ever seen. Want to beat up a parent. You want to beat up a parent? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I was going to give my address and have you come on over here. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep it a secret. But if I ever see anything like this again, I'm 62 years old. I probably don't have but about 10, 20 years left on this earth. I will be there. I will drive there. And I will find you. And I will make sure that you are locked up and put away, just like that idiot that killed Mr. George Floyd. He got what he deserved. What he deserved was a good kick in the head and then a good stomp or two in the face and left alone. So from here, my suggestion is arm everyone in the school. Everyone 21 years of age or older who have no mental problems, who have no police problems, who are not felons or even on probation. You make sure those people don't have guns. The more guns you put in a building, the less likely someone's gonna come in and want to shoot, unless it's just a death wish. And then we will give him that death wish early. He will not get to give death. He will only get to receive. And with that, I'm going to step out, review my video. If it's any good, I'll put it on. If it's not, I won't. I pray to God that this never happens again, that our children are safe, and that everyone lives in a safe, wonderful society like the state of Texas. In Texas, wear a gun anywhere you want to go. And we don't have a lot of people killing people because you don't know who's got that gun and who don't. And with that, I'm going to shut her down. And before I go, how do you like my light display? That was just to get your attention. It's going to be up every time. It may change a few times, but it'll be there. And with that, I thank you all. Today is July the 17th. I'm not sure what time it is, around noon. And have a beautiful day. And I hope your life turns out to be as perfect as a life can be. Because there is no such thing as perfection.